Hello and welcome to Perspective, a show that brings you an in-depth analysis of politics, business, technology and entertainment. My name is Fardosa Hussein, and in this second episode we'll be talking about business challenges that students at Valley Road campus here in Daystar face while conducting businesses. We'll also be having an expert interview with a DUSA elected member, but first our reporter has prepared the following report dubbed Business Challenges in Campus.
Life in the university as we know it might get tough, and it is natural instinct for a student to find alternative means of survival. Some come up with brilliant business ideas that help them cater for their tuition fees and other needs. The question we are asking is whether the institution supports these initiatives by students. We go to the corridors of Daystar University Valley Road campus asking students for their opinion.
Nah, I don't think so. The VC said for those people who want to start their own business, they can't do it here because we don't have that kind of facility.
I haven't seen any student doing any business in Daystar, apart from the Coca-Cola, which is a Daystar initiative.
I mean, I know students who have businesses, but they prefer doing them outside rather than inside, because even in the culture has not been developed in students themselves.
I feel like the school does not support student businesses because if you look around, most of the businesses are for people outside school.
We caught up with a DUSA official to help us understand how they are helping students in marketing their businesses.
As a student leader, what we are doing for other students so that they start up their businesses. Before we came to office, we had already started up the WhatsApp group called Daystar Soko, whereby students brings up their materials, say there are different things that they want to sell, and expose it to each and every student. By there you can easily get customers. Whoever is interested can come and talk to you about the kind of business you're doing. Then there, apart from that, we also bring it up looking for other platforms where they can do expositions. And this is in terms of Culture Week, where they'll be exposing their different materials that they sell apart from that online platform.
Alan Aoko, a Duloid, talks about the limitations of carrying out business activities around campus.
To be honest, in that aspect, I feel I haven't really seen much of that in this campus of ours, unfortunately. I think it's also because there's a lot of bureaucracy and paperwork and limitations and rules. For example, like even for us as doulos, if we want to hold an event, maybe sell a few cupcakes, we are required to come with a health certificate and some county papers to show that our cupcakes are fit for human consumption and all this. And I think this, for the normal student, is really demoralizing, and it just takes someone off their rails and they wouldn't continue. And that's just the food side. Now, other products, I still don't think so, because they still have bureaucracy and paperwork behind them.
For Perspective News, I'm Mary Karengo.
Hello and welcome to Face-to-Face segment on Perspective. My name is Fardosa Hussein, and today I'm joined by Deborah Wang, the current Vice President, DUSA Valley Road Campus. Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
First of all, I'd like to congratulate you for winning the post of Vice President.
Thank you.
And now let's just go directly into the questions. The first question I would like to ask you is, what is Daystar Soko about? Because a lot of students have been asking about it.
Daystar Soko is just generally this idea I had of where students should just come together and sell the products they want on WhatsApp. Because they do it day to day, chini ya maji, but now at least they get to do it on the WhatsApp group.
My next question to you would be, why do you think the university has made it hard for students to sell their products, and also maybe in terms of, when I talk about products, I'm talking about maybe jewelries, apart from cupcakes and all that. Why has it made it difficult?
It depends on the type of job the student wants. I mean, the student is trying to push for. Because if it's food, let's say you're selling cupcakes and that's easy. You can do it in the TV room, you can do it Freedom Corner. But if it's another type of job, like the kind of more detailed, more structured ones, those ones are going to be impossible.
And then you talked about the aspect of cupcakes. You said that the school allows cupcakes to be sold within campus. But do you know that also there are regulations that they have put in place. For example, you should have a health certificate from the county government, and issues like that have made it difficult for students to do businesses in school.
Okay, yeah, that's actually true. Because the school doesn't want that students start turning the place into a
Soko kind of thing.
Yeah, they want it to be more structured. If it's going to be Coca-Cola shop day, it is for you. But as students themselves doing it, no. But in events, yes. So what I want is to push for more events, because that's where students get to sell their products. Yeah.
What is it that your government is doing to ensure that at least, if not the administration, at least the student body can do to ensure that the students can carry out a bit of business activities to at least pay for their school fees or even tuition money?
When we created our manifesto, that's why the first thing we thought about was the app, because once we do the app and guys are able to communicate and give us feedback of what they want, then we'll know what students want and then tell the school, the student has this idea, another idea, so can we try and create this for them?
You've talked about the app that your government came up with, and kindly expound on it, because yes, you guys had it in your manifesto, but you kindly expound for me, because the students need to know about it also.
Well, okay, the app is actually now in its pilot stage. So we want in blocks, immediately it starts, that we start using the app slowly. Like we give a few students to test it to see whether they like it or not. We haven't given it a name yet. We're thinking the students should generally vote a name for it. Yeah.
Kindly expound on the concept of Daystar Soko, because a lot of students are like, yes, we know about Daystar Soko and it's a WhatsApp group and all that, but we're not sure what it's all about.
Okay, how do I put it? In the beginning, it worked so well. Then when campaigning came through, it turned into a huge mess. So now the next thing we want to do is create an Instagram and Facebook page. So it's easier for students to post and outside guys can get to know it. The other thing is I'm linking up with other campuses have the same. They don't call them Soko, like Daystar Soko, they call them, like I know KU have one, it's called Campus Activate, Strathmore also have, and Riara. So I want all of us, we merge and we put on Facebook and Instagram every student's product, so that at least a Daystar student can engage with someone from Riara selling whichever product. So outside, the WhatsApp group honestly has turned into a big mess, and it's normal, that was bound to happen. But now the next step will be IG and Facebook, make it more structured.
Do you see the future being bright for students here at Valley Road campus in terms of conducting business activities within the campus? What do you think the future looks like?
It's gonna be a bit slow, because our school doesn't have an incubation center. That's actually something now in our manifesto as well. Incubation center would make it easier for students to have events, companies and investors to come in and push for students to give you an idea, give you money, and you invest in it and such things. So that's something else we want to push for.
Thank you very much for joining us on this show.
Thank you so much.
If you imagined going on safari to be dust, tents and roughing it in the wilderness, then think again. Because here in the heart of Kenya, there is no shortage of ways to pamper yourself.
Cheers.
From massages by the pool at luxury 5-star accommodation to stunning catered sunsets after a day of horseback riding, or hot air ballooning, going on safari has never looked this good.
And our favorite segment, the Hyperlocal Report, we invite a student at Daystar University, Valley Road campus, to tell us what challenges they face while conducting businesses, or whether the school even allows them to conduct businesses within campus. Take a look.
Hey, my name is Stephanie, and today's topic is going to be about, does university offer enough opportunities for varsity students to conduct businesses? Today we're going to have two people answer this question.
Hi, my name is Amina, and I think the school cannot accept people trying their business within the facility, because first and foremost, universities, colleges, secondary school, primary school, all of them, it's a learning facility. So that's the main purpose of a learning institution. And second, business cannot be allowed because people might start dealing with illegal stuff, selling drugs or selling inappropriate clothing that are not eligible to be around in school.
Hi, my name is Anthony Mulinda, and I've been asked the question: do universities offer enough opportunities for students to do business? So I think for me that is it's a bit tricky, but it's a 50-50 way. I'd go yes and no. Yes, why? Because they give platforms for students to go to various it's called what? Pause. So basically they offer when they organize conferences for various universities for them to learn from different personalities who've made it in the business world. So, and another thing is that they've made it easier for students to maybe interact with people who've made it in business world by holding conferences in schools. And also the other 50% which I'm talking about right now is when students are not given any chance to do businesses inside school, maybe because of fear of selling of drugs, or even manipulating the fact that they've been given freedom to do businesses. So yeah.
So thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy. Bye.
We have finally come to the end of this edition where we're talking about challenges that students face within Valley Road campus here at Daystar while conducting businesses. My quote for this week is a Swahili quote that goes, "Haba na haba hujaza kibaba." I have been your host for Perspective Show. Join me on the third episode as we talk about matters technology in the tourism sector. My name is Fardous Hussein. Have a blessed week.